mighty Sigma, savior of the Empire, give me strength. For though I dedicated my life to eradicating it, it feeds, it grows, devouring all. There must be a final answer to halt its advance. But the tide of war seems endless. The brutal, unthinking bloodlust of the Greenskins, the twisted ambitions of the undead. The brave Dwarven kingdoms stand with us. Truly, what hope is there? Against countless horrors that cannot be named, let alone fought by mortal means. This is nothing before what is to come. It whispers and roars in. The dark it is. Against us it is unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I see it now. The beasts that will devour the world.
I am Karl Franz, and I was born into this world, just like you. A world of unceasing war and endless terrors, but with a nation of men at its heart, a bastion of hope and courage. The Empire. Led by the craven, torn apart by the greedy, weakened and exposed, forever on the defense. But no longer.
Now, we unite to purge the evil that dare confront us. Follow me, and we will banish this darkness. I swear this as your emperor.
Something stirs in the World's Edge Mountains. Death comes to the Dwarven realms. Centuries I have been High King. Our enemies have thought us weak. Cowards, hiding in the deepest, darkest places. Fools. Every wrong is recorded. Every slight against us. Page after page, etched in blood. Clan Gunnison, Carrick Eight Peaks, Joseph Bookman. The Orcs must pay. Let them come. One wrong put right. But the great book of grudges remains full.
Almighty Grimgor Ironhide. It troubles me to trouble you. While you're thinking. But the lads are wondering who's next. What about Angrim's lot? Those ginger stunties down at the Slayer Keep. It's a bit of a slog, but it'll be worth it. Umis then? I bet those pretty little cities burn lovely. Building there, bigger and
that oppose me will die and rise again as my puppets. The undead fear nothing. Hiding beneath the mountain? For the dark is my realm, the grave my throne. Yet you have much to fear, for I am the true and rightful ruler of the Empire. Nine brave corpses will make a fine addition to my army.
Sega.
Of sweet intentions, our motives. The dawning realization that we are not fallen.
The deepwood stirs. The chill winds of winter are past, and the season of war is here. The Azrae are hunters. And the forest is our home. Woe betide those foolish enough to threaten it. There have been sacrifices, but we are ready.
He is ready. The wild hunt begins! We seek the monsters that you fear the most. We chase the nightmares that haunt your cowardly dreams. The deadlier the prey, the more we exult in the hunt, the more we honor our gods. This harsh land breeds the savage, and we revel in it. The old world calls. Ripe for our taking. We fought monsters, and we became them. They say there is honor in battle. They are fools. We fight for the Emperor, but the blood we spill serves another. More Lord of Death, keep our souls lest they fall prey to him. Beyond the world, he waits atop a throne of skulls. All blood is only borrowed. Once shed, it must return. Blood for
Those in the north are closest to the gods. Their lands lie within the ebbing shadow of chaos. The tribes of Norsca are fierce, for in the land of monsters and ice, where no crops grow, they have to be. Thus, I have come to guide their raw talent. Why waste such savagery on each other, while the southern lands are ripe for ravaging?
I give my body, heart, and soul to the lady whom I seek. No plea for help shall find me wanting. No obstacle will stand before me. No evil will taint the lands bequeathed unto me. When the clarion call is sounded, I will ride out and fight in the name of liege and lady. That which is sacrament, I shall preserve. That which is sublime, I will protect. That which threatens, I will destroy. For my holy wrath will know no bounds. Honor is all. Chivalry is all. Rejoice, for we, the Knights of Bretonnia, will be your shield.
Queen of the Silver Depths. What riches lie beneath the mountain? What horrors? Few living remember its glory. But the Dwarfs do not forget. A warrior king returns to take his ancestral throne from a cruel and cunning warlord, hitherto unchallenged. What fate awaits them in the darkness? was a twin-tailed comet that heralded Sigmar's coming. But not every celestial body is heavenly. When darkness falls, there are those that turn to the light, and those that would embrace the shadows. The faithful and the dead have been at war for centuries. Now, at its zenith, a victor must emerge. Soldiers of light and fearsome abominations. A host of new combatants answer the call. Only one can win in this ageless war.
They say there is honor in battle. They are fools. We fight for the Emperor, but the blood we spill serves another. More, Lord of Death, keep our souls lest they fall prey to him. Beyond the world, he waits atop a throne of skulls. All blood is only borrowed. Once shed, it must return. Blood for the Blood God.
brand us unworthy. These usurpers. For though you have been burned, it only takes a cinder for a phoenix to rise. Their walled citadels, so pretty to behold.
Swiftly! Hurry! Behind us!
This world, and everything that's in it, will burn. With these ashes, my son, we have our revenge.
No. I've only begun.
From the dawn of time, these worlds have known no peace. The new world, home to the most ancient of rivalries. In the old world, cultures clash, and ever the threat of chaos looms. Now these collide. Wars will be fought across unimaginable distances. Now is the time of mortal empires.
Blood. It defines us, connects us, divides us. We cannot escape it. No matter how we struggle, in the end, it is all we are. And it is to blood we must return.
A vision comes to me. Vicious. Grotesque. Lustful. The stench of death. Sounds of agony. The ritual of Death Night. I feel it in the meadows. I sense it in the air. Your wickedness growing. Chaos spreading throughout my beautiful land. And I grow weaker. Your sword of Cain. The maker of widows. I know you seek it. But your efforts are futile. For I, Alariel the Ever-Queen, Mother of all, will bring the light to end your darkness, Crone Halibron.
true king will show them. We do not serve. We rule.
Believe us. The tales we could tell. Though, truth be told, it started very poorly. I was one, but now we are many. We all agree on one thing: to sail the coast, hunt down those lizard trinkets, and we will find them. We will put ourselves back together. Fortune favors the infamous.
so long.
Have a little faith.
It has been many years, but this city will never be safe. Not whilst he is still out there.
We'll show them pointy ears! We'll show them all! His immensity, his enormity, has returned!
We're just warming up!
A storm comes to Ulthuan. It is my duty, our duty, to endure.
It's time we give the pointy heads a proper fight!
Stand with me! For as long as I still live. For Yvresse will never fall!
Darkness gathers with the setting sun. Foul abominations gnaw at our mother's roots. Consume with endless hunger. But just as one season brings death, life.
Come, my children, and deliver nature's fury!
My child, there is so much to tell you. But I have run out of time. The sacrifice I made was not enough. The dark gods still feed on our transgressions. Corruption. Obsession. Deceit. Rage. You must face these demons.
We are the bulwark of the North. Behold the unyielding motherland. Through the teachings of the Great Orthodoxy, this world's end is kept at the bay. Our mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, stand united against the onslaught of chaos. With the strength of Ursun, the mighty bear god, and the power of winter itself. Tear them down! Join us! Pledge yourself to the Ice Court! Defend the legacy of Kislev!
Kislev. The motherland has turned her back on us. Exiled to a wasted land. Brothers and sisters betrayed. Whilst the meek cling to power. Is it just? To be the bulwark the world relies on? Does it make us weak? To witness endless loss? Do we falter? Molded by it. Forged hot against an anvil of ice. Rage consumes us. But from the fire, we rise again.
From the stars came the will to shape fate, hurling this world toward ruin.
This burden is mine to bear. To offer guidance where it is most needed. To demand sacrifice. Sentinel of the Great Bastion! Supreme Matriarch of Nurgle. Master of the Storm Winds. Daughter of the Dragon Emperor.
Nothing endures without harmony. And harmony only endures through us. We are unmoving like the mountain. We will not be drowned by the raging river. Behold the wonders of the Celestial Dragon Empire! The might of our warriors! The secrets of our alchemists! The sorcery of the dragon-blooded! Vanquish chaos! With the sheer power of the dragon! Let them face the majesty of Grand Cathay!
It is foreseen. Change was inevitable. Masters of manipulation, orchestrators of grand complexity. All touched by the architect of fate. Do you seek the ultimate truth? The unfathomable. Manipulate fate for
in our ears, but the more we raise the sound of its tone. We'll thunder and feast on any man, any beast, doesn't matter. will snack on them all. The stragglers we did consume are dropped in our sacrifice too. They scream and they run, but that's part of the fun, 'cause the ogres are coming to get ya! There's chomping on this, feeding our nicely, our swallowing treats, tearing, chewing, we kill for them all. The power and runs what we're going for. Clutching and fighting, we kill for them all. The power and runs what we're doing it for.
They call us brutes. Savages. But we don't care what they's calling us. No one can stop us from looting, eating, warring. What's theirs is ours for the taking. Do you have the guts to be a tyrant? Ripping them limb from limb. Eat it till you can't eat no more. The great moor's hungry. Devour for the Ogre Kingdoms. The Flesh Legion marches. a pestilent parade. Gaze upon the dominion of life and decay. A fertile universe pregnant with delays. The time for virulent rebirth is upon you. Rejoice in proliferation. Share the gifts of Nurgle. Brothers and sisters, rejoice. Pleasure beyond imagining awaits you. Desire, pride, pain, excess in all things. Partake of perfection. Give yourself to the Dark Prince. Feast on the delights of this world! Submit to Slaneesh! I was mortal once. A prince then. Prince now. The gods themselves court me to bear their mark. I have time to revel in this coming slaughter.
Led your kin through the mountain pass. Once more, the light of Kislev shines in the darkness of the Chaos Wastes.
Our comrades fear this land. Their doubt cannot stop us. We fight those who worship blood and fire. Match their rage with our own.
Of lesser men must not sway you from the righteous path. Offer no mercy. End his reign of bloodshed.
You hold sin in your hand. I hold strength in my hand.
Our journey has just begun. Together, we will roar to melt the snows. Together, we free Kislev of this winter.
Are you still my brother? Yuri! Don't be a fool, Garrick. Does he not guide me?
accounts!
Insufficient!
The ingredient was life, and it has so willingly come.
It is time, my lord, to engrave your legend into the world. But do not be hasty. To thrive in this vast and volatile domain, you will first need to study the lay of the land. In the far southern wastes, he who hunts unseen is in his element. Oxyotl, bane of the dark gods, wages a war of revenge against the fell powers and any who would stand with them. Along these ragged shores, an endless demon horde spills into the world, tainting the very land on which they step. In the jungles of the gods, Teclis has sensed the need of his presence. Be it the Skaven scurrying through these trees, or an imbalance yet to be discovered, Teclis will oppose the ruinous powers in all their forms. Khalida, High Queen of the Court of Lybaris Tomb Kings, has reclaimed her ancient homeland. But her reign is fraught with challenge. The Silver Host vampire counts also lay claim to these lands, and from their cold hands, Khalida must pry the crater of the walking dead. To the lush east, Kugath Plaguefather scours the Dragon Isles for new ingredients to fortify his plagues. Amongst the tropical palms and sandy shores, he discovers an enemy. Tepok Spawn are a tenacious breed of lizardmen, mysterious and otherworldly, with little love for the agents of chaos. In life, Helman Gorst's taste for adventure took him far from the Empire's borders. Perhaps it is the ghost of his past explorer that has seen him to the haunted forest, where he is set upon by all manner of creatures and all manner of new corpses to repurpose. A resource he'll find in abundance within Grand Cathay.
If my sister is found delinquent in her duty, then we defend the bastion.
The Dragon Emperor's territories are vast, varied, and fractured. Amongst the stoic Cathayans, whose architectural prowess is beyond compare, skulk creatures of foul intent. The vampiric curse siphons life from the land, which is trampled beneath the heavy boot of orc warbands, and, burrowing deep into the heart of this once great nation, a subtle infection of Skaven. Enemies within and beyond, the great bastion's continued survival is a constant uncertainty. One Miao Ying must contend with if she means to bring harmony to her homeland.
Once more the bastion.
In the barren north, hope, mercy, and virtue are not common commodities. These jagged rocks, sickly forests, and broken mountains mirror the soul of a world overrun by corruption. The perfect stage for the likes of Grimgor Ironhide and his ilk to test their mettle against ravenous ogres. In the path to the east, the Green Slaughterer will find game worthy of his considerable prowess. In these twisted chaos wastes, ambitious and cruel men devote themselves to the dark gods in exchange for a morsel of strength. Seldom few manage to wrestle more than scraps from the gods' table. But Archaon, the Ever-Chosen, is not one of them. He will use his demonic gifts to see the mortal world bleed. But the mortal world is not so easy to tame. When men like Boris Ursus grow tired of being a shield, and instead become the spear.
Not abandon Kislev.
Kislevite spears are a tool the demon prince knows intimately. In his past life, he wielded one in the name of honor. Now, he wears a different name and cares only for forging himself into a weapon of unfathomable destruction. Sometimes, carried on the whisper of an ice-laced breeze, he hears the name Daniel.
Show yourself, Zarkar!
A harsh and frozen world breeds violent and savage survivors. Slave traders, brutes, and self-made kings war over slivers of habitable soil in the Norscan mountains. But beyond lies the bulwark of Kislev, a tempting prize for the Agents of Chaos, and the most direct route into the wider territories of man. Here, opposing ideologies will need to either unite or overcome one another to face a greater evil.
The great Orthodoxy protects you! I protect you! Take not one step backward!
Kislev's shield is cracked, and through the rupture, all manner of horrors invade. A fact felt keenly on the isolated shores of Albion, which will soon serve as Be'lakor's throne.
I sit upon the precipice of God.
There is no respite from corruption even in the waters, where dark terrors and vampiric pirates command legions of undead vassals. In the kingdoms of Nagaroth, the Witch King builds a twisted army of hatred. There is no price Malekith would not pay to claim the Isles of Ulthuan and subjugate those who denied him his birthright. Subjugation is no option for the Sisters of Twilight, who fight bitterly in defense of their home. But the decadence of the Dark Elves has summoned Slaneesh invaders, and it is Lord Mazdamundi, the Slan mage priest, who must hold fast at the borders of Lostria. Fueled by a millennia-long vendetta, Nakari arrives on Krace with a goal that would see the High Elves of Ulthuan either slaughtered or dominated. The descendants of Arnerian, beware. Slaneesh wrath has returned. Lostria, a continent rich with all manner of life. Here, civilizations as old as the world offer insight into a past rife with hardship, where brave Lizardmen warriors laid down their lives in accordance to the Great Plan. A war still waging to this day. Kairos Fateweaver comes to Dawn's Landing and the bottom of the world to liberate it of its high elf occupants. The Changer of Ways will have reasons for this journey, but to know them would be to court insanity. Manfred von Karstein's lust for power has led him deep into the shifting sands, where he contends with the likes of an undead contemporary, Citra the Imperishable. Each with imperial dreams, each with ambitions too broad to coexist. The hard rock and barren landscape of this pitiful mortal realm is a poor substitute for the glory of Khorne's eternal battlefield. And although Skarbrand the Exiled is as far from his lord's skull throne as he could possibly be, he finds some solace in the blood of an unending parade of orcs. Along the World's Edge Mountains, a cacophony of cultures thrash and vie for the right to exist. But it is the Dawi with the most at stake, and so Thorgrim Grudgebearer remains close to the ancient seat of his power. A wise king indeed.
Fellow Dawi, I see orc scope. They foul our mountains with their vile taint.
Amongst the western border princes, the Gore Harvester has carved himself out a fine fishing hole. Scrag the Slaughterer is a far cry from his fellow ogres, but he'll eat his way to the Great Moor eventually, one Empire footman at a time. And here, cradled within protective mountain ranges, lie the lands of man. Besieged by roaming beastmen, ravaged by orc tribes, threatened by haughty wood elves, and plagued by infighting that would tear them asunder. They must unite beneath a single banner or risk extinction. The world is indeed vast, the players constantly shifting, and there are further dangers here than meet the eye. It will take more than military might to conquer the unending threats, more than spirit and diplomacy to survive. It will take the forging of an immortal empire.
My father taught me much in his short life. He told me, we do not explore frontiers. We tame them. We do not climb mountains. We conquer them. We do not despair, Chaos. We are Kislev. We do not have blood. We have eyes. And ice cannot be spilled.
throne.